Coming to you live from Maple Mountain Bar and Grill in Spanish Fork, Utah. Hey, listen, if you like my content about trucking a lot around like the United States and overstrapping and over-securing flatbed freight, please, like, how do they say in 2021? Obliterate, smash, just annihilate that like button, subscribe, the whole nine, do it all. I mean, live without like any inhibition. Share it. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. If your mom has passed away, get a new mom. Tell her about it. You know the drill. Also, I really appreciate all of you that do watch, and I really am excited to bring some more videos now that I'm out here on the road full time. Let me know what you think. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. We'll see you guys next week. Well, this is a continuation of last week. You saw me get loaded with this load. It was 2 pickups. It was kind of a chore in that it was a workout for me, having to pick up some freight, drive 500 miles, untarp, unstrap, unchain, get more, and then redo all of that work as far as the load securement and the tarping. But we made it, and there was some pretty good miles on that run, so you're not actually going to hear any complaints from me about it. It was a challenge, but to be honest with you, that's what I like about this job, is to challenge myself. I like doing new things, and I like learning more about the limits of my skill, my knowledge, my equipment. I don't know, there's just something about it that's really gratifying. I got here Monday afternoon, scheduled to deliver Tuesday. I went in, checked in with them, had a good conversation. They said they couldn't unload me till the next day, so kind of just got everything ready for the next morning, and it was kind of just a relaxing pace there. Next day, Tuesday, I went down to one of my all-time favorite places to pick up, down in Kamei, Idaho. Boy, I just really appreciate these people here. They're always on the ball, super friendly. The forklift operator is top notch. Man, she's the best. Oh gosh, they are just really good about knowing my equipment, knowing my weight capacity. We work together to find positioning and all that stuff. Any of you that are flatbedding, you know, it can be really tough some days getting loaded if you have an operator that you can't communicate with well, or if you try to impart on them information that you have that's like pertinent to getting loaded, for instance, the center of the trailer or your weight capacity or how you might need something configured, doing something with your tarps, that kind of thing. It can just be really tough. So when you find good ones, man, you got to give them praise. They're this top-notch operation over here. I spent a little bit of time going overboard as usual, as you saw with the straps on this. There's a lot of it's a lot of 2-lane curves, some kind of frightening stuff getting out of the woods with this load. So I try to just, more is better, I just like a cheap insurance for me, just to over secure and have that peace of mind. And then this tarp job was a tarp job that I spent some quality time on as well, trying to make sure that it looked nice for the old Instagram credit or whatever. Speaking of which, if you haven't, go ahead and find me on Instagram. My name, Jesse Barrymore. I got some cool stuff on there. You can see some more about this moment here down on the river in the canyon. Sometimes the old tarp job there is a little bit more for aesthetic than it is for protection of the freight, but in some way that's kind of important too, to represent well and that kind of thing. So I like to just give it a little extra time. I had to get a tire replaced here, get my spare put on. There was one wear pattern that was just getting real bad, and we ended up having to take care of it there. This old guy came over to micromanage, which was really didn't appreciate, but that's the way it goes some days. This guy Keegan, shout out to 4 States Tire there in Cortez, Colorado. They hooked me up so good. He was just so great to work with. I made this delivery despite the tire issue. It was a little later in the day than they wanted, and I just put my hustle game on. The guy here you can see helping me, he was just awesome. He was willing to, match my effort as far as putting in the time and the sweat to just get this banged out. He was helping me a little bit, getting the straps pulled down. He started unloading while I was rolling. I get a lot of on TikTok over there. Oh, by the way, TikTok, if you want to follow me over there, search my name, Jesse Barrymore. My user is Ushai502. But anyways, I put some of these clips on TikTok over there. I got some hate about using my hands instead of a strap winder, but at the end of the day, I had everything put away and done before he had cleared the deck. So, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that in flatbedding. My next pickup was in Phoenix, and that is the freight that you see right here on the deck, all different kind of heights and sizes. This is all like truss metal stuff that you use to connect lumber in prefab design, that kind of thing. So they're on pallets. The front tall ones are boxes, and then the back ones are just like bundles of metal, so it's sharp, and they're shrink wrapped on a pallet. I went a little bit crazy with my edge protection on here, which I normally do when it's cardboard boxes. You know, I'm just trying to be a professional. I want to deliver freight that doesn't look damaged or janky. And then the other part of it too is this is another route where I'm going to be on a lot of the windy, turny mountain roads, and a few more straps makes me feel a little bit better about the curves and all that kind of thing. If, you know, God forbid I go off the side or to slam on the brakes, encounter animals that give me grief, you know, I don't have to worry too much about, you know, what's going to happen back there. That stuff is going to stay still. Get a lot of negative comments sometimes about overstrapping, but you know what? You're not going to make me feel bad about overstrapping. It's just one of those things that I'm comfortable doing it, and it honestly is an insurance policy. I've said this many times. It's cheap insurance against some things that could happen, and you just drive down the road a little bit easier knowing what's going on. This took me a little longer because of the edge protection. I don't have a ladder, but since the filming of this, I went ahead and stopped at Home Depot in Utah and bought one. So next time I can hopefully get that done a little quicker. This was about a 2-hour deal from when I left the loading dock to when I got this tarp job done here. Some of that includes a little messing around. I was helping Peter over here from White Mountain Trucking with his tarps there. He is a super cool guy, and we kind of BS'd for a little while, but that was worthwhile endeavor. I like to help people out when I can, you know, and sometimes it's nice to take a little break from tarping. Couldn't get the sides to match up great on this load, but I got the driver's side to match up better because I like getting compliments, you know, from drivers passing me, that kind of thing. I'll catch you guys next week when I get this delivered up in Montana. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you find these videos entertaining or helpful. See you guys next week.